Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast. I'm Tim Streifler. My co-host David Blackman is traveling on vacation. He's at a conference for RVers, Airstreamers, and so he was supposed to be back, we just couldn't quite get our schedules to line up, and so I'm recording some more episodes solo. So today we are discussing how to indirectly advertise your business. And specifically your web design business, right? And the premise for this is the fact that people love to buy, but they hate being sold to. It's something I've been saying for years on the podcast, and we talked about a lot. And it's true, right? People have money and they see something they like, they love to buy it, but they don't like being sold to. No one likes being sold to. You see someone like a car salesman, right? And they're like being pushy. You just put down that barrier, right? Same thing like with ads. If we see an ad that we like, it doesn't really bother us so much. But when we're seeing a lot of ads and it's stuff you just don't care about or whatever, it's just like, oh gosh, stop. And so I want to discuss some methods that you can indirectly advertise your business without being pushy, without being annoying, without being in your face. And the idea about this episode came up from actually my mobile car wash guy, right? So we have a car wash guy. He comes to the house and he washes our car. He has a big van with like a tank of water and a compressor or a water. My gosh, what is the name of it? Water, when it shoots high powered water out of whatever. Anyways, yeah, so he has a big van with all of his equipment and stuff. And then on the side of the van, he has his name and his logo and his phone number, right? Now, this is something that is super, super common with any professional in the like home contractor type of business. So any type of roofer or landscaper or painter, anything like that, they're going to have their business name and their phone number, their logo on the side of their truck, right? And this is something that I'd seen ever since, I was a little kid and never really thought about it. And kind of figured that, yeah, people do that, but like how effective is that really? Until I actually started, we've been going through a huge remodel at my house and had a lot of different professionals over. And I noticed that whenever we had someone over, a lot of times a neighbor would come and write down the name of the contractor, or they'd say, hey, I noticed you had this person here, this painter. I saw their truck. Like, are they good? And then I'd be like, yeah, they're awesome. Like, go hire them. And so I was like, wow, that actually is effective. And then back to the car wash guy, we had a car wash guy, our mobile car wash guy here, and a friend of mine who lives a few doors down, and our car wash guy said, yeah, your neighbor Doug saw our truck, and so we're gonna go wash two of his cars once we're done with yours. I was like, that's awesome. Like, I love that. And it occurred to me that yes, they saw the ad, but it's more than that, right? Because yes, you could see, a painter in a truck at a red light, when you're just driving somewhere. Even if you need a painter, chances are you're not going to just call. But if that same painter is out in front of your neighbor's house, who or you're at least acquaintances, and they hire good people, well, now that's way more attractive, right? And so that painter is able to advertise their business by being in front of the project that they're working on without being pushy and without like feeling like you were being sold to. And so I was like, what is the equivalent to that for web designers, right? Obviously, as a web designer, you're not going to put your name, logo, and phone number on the side of your car and hope to get any business from it. You could do that, but it's not going to be effective. And so it's just obviously that's a different thing. So what is the equivalent to that, right? What are the principles you can extract from that, which is getting in front of people without being pushy and getting also simultaneously almost like a referral or like a testimonial, right? Because you're in front of that neighbor's house and you know that neighbor. And so therefore you trust them because your neighbor hired them, right? What is the equivalent to that? Now, I don't know the exact answer, but hopefully you can extract some of those principles and start applying them in your own ways. So a couple ideas that just come to mind off the top of my head, and this is something that is already done, but it's kind of the same principles, is when you see someone that is in a Facebook group or on a forum or something and answering someone's question and just being really helpful, right? You're in a Facebook group, someone asks a question and you just answer the question with with not seeking anything in return, and someone might click on your profile, see your business, and then say, "Hey, I want to hire this person," right? You weren't commenting saying, "And if you want more, call me and you can pay me to do some work for you," right? You're just out there being helpful, but by doing that, you're building trust. People are going to trust you because they can see that you know what you're talking about because you're answering these questions thoughtfully, and they don't feel like they're being sold to because you're not trying to sell anything. But if they happen to click through your profile, now they can see that you have a business and they can hire you if they want, right? And so that's just one example. Similar type of thing, creating free blog posts or free videos where you're showing your expertise, so you're building that trust, and then you're able to get in front of people and indirectly advertise your business. Because if they Google something and you have an article or a YouTube video that solves their problem, well, now they're on your site or on your YouTube channel, and now they're like, "Oh, well, what does this person do? What products does this person have? Whatever." So, it's ways to indirectly advertise your business without being pushy, without people feeling like you're selling to them or you're trying to promote something. So those are a few online examples. As a web designer, you can do some co-marketing efforts with some of your clients that you've done work for, have them promote that they just had a website done by you and that they love it. Okay. People are automatically going to trust you a little more if they're following your client. And so, yeah, you can potentially get work from that. So there's a lot of things like that you can do to think outside the box to indirectly advertise your business without selling to people, without being salesy, without annoying them, without spamming them. And so, yeah, look to your local contractor and how they indirectly advertise to all the neighbors of the projects that they're working on. So that is it for this episode. Tomorrow, we are discussing, this is random, but we're discussing how and why you should declare email bankruptcy. So I did this recently. So tune in for that. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.